Ink pen? Yeah, they do.
And Michael's not here today.
Thanks, everybody. It's 3:01. We're going to go ahead and kick it off, and I will go ahead and start by welcoming 3 new members. We have Toon Nguyen, Sarah Miller, and Marcus Uday. Welcome. And with that, Paula, I'll turn it over to you for roll call.
Jorge Charnico,
Here.
Lee Peoples,
Here.
Anthony Black,
Here.
Matt Guillory,
Here.
Tyler Holmes, Toon Nguyen,
Here.
Marcus Uday,
Here.
James Barnum. You have a quorum.
Thank you. And we've got Tyler just joined us. I don't know if you picked that up. Everybody should have received the December 19th minutes from the last meeting. And I'm assuming it's been reviewed. Are there any comments, revisions that need to be made? If not, do we have a motion to approve?
Move approval. Second.
Great. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Cases withdrawn, we have none. Same with continuance request. Consent docket, none. Cases for individual consideration, we have 1, and it's UDCA 18-00051. Lisa, could you give us a brief overview?
Sure. This application is for the replacement Sonic building and drive-throughs at 23rd and Penn. At the December meeting, the commission approved the demolition of the existing structure. The new proposed structure is almost identical in footprint and site organization. It does have a substantially updated exterior. It does not comply with the setback regulations in that the setback regulations require buildings to be at or within 10 feet of the property line. But to accommodate the car hop parking stalls and the drive-through, this is set quite a ways back. In the staff report, we noted in the past several years, other buildings in the area had been approved with farther, when I say other buildings, other fast food drive-through establishments had been approved with similar site organizations that also required them to get a variance, like the Jimmy John's at 23rd and Barnes, the Cane's at the southeast corner of 23rd and Penn, the McDonald's at the northwest corner of 23rd and Penn. So although the design regulations are written around encouraging buildings at the street in a real urban development pattern, the market trend, for lack of a better word, over the past several years has been for this type of building type in that area. So with that, Wade Harden from Sonic is here. If you have any questions, he can also run through the design application if you like.
Does anybody in the commission have any questions for Lisa? Do we have any questions for Sonic? And does the commission want the presentation made or the building discussed?
I just have some questions regarding landscaping.
If you don't mind, please sign in.
Sure.
And state your name and address.
Yes, Wade Harden, 300 Johnny Bench Drive, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 73104, representing Sonic. I work with Corporate Sonic. In regards to the landscape plan, go ahead in regards to your questions.
Yeah, just, guess looking, specific one that I'm seeing, is it the graphic proposed site plan? Or, saw the C.
One,
Yeah, C.
there should be a L 1.0 and then a C 1.0 that were submitted. The L1 is the landscape plan.
Gotcha, yep. Cool. Yeah, I saw the rendering, saw this now, and then that looks like a substantial upgrade landscape-wise, so.
Yes, we have added material from what's existing there today. It's primarily crepe myrtles, Chinese pistache, and then there's Shumard oaks on the back along what used to be the Buy for Less at that location on the back side. Would be the north side.
Okay. Guess that it would, I guess I hadn't looked at that yet, so that's perfect. I actually think that looks, yeah, the intersection is a little bit bare and on that, so I think that's a good improvement.
Are there any other questions? Okay, do we have a motion on this application?
Just to preface real quick, so we'll need a motion on the case and then a recommendation on the variance.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to approve the application on the basis that the project meets the regulations and guidelines of the Urban Design Overlay District zoning ordinance as referenced in Section C and D of the staff report, with the condition that the applicant shall obtain a variance from the Board of Adjustment from the maximum front yard setback requirement.
I'll second.
Great. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Great. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I will make a second motion to provide a recommendation of approval to the Board of Adjustment for a variance from the maximum front yard setback requirement.
I'll second.
Second from Anthony. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Great. Thank you very much, everybody. Next, we move on to other business, election of the chair. So are there any nominees?
No, just staff always recommends that new chairs, that officers be rotated.
So I'd like to nominate Lee.
I'll second that motion.
Anyone else? So I guess we need to vote. So all in favor of Lee being the chair for next year? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, thank you. Good luck, Lee. Election of vice chair. Do we have any nominations for the vice chair? Come on, old guys. Anybody? You've done it? Tyler? Anthony?
I would nominate Anthony Blatt for vice chair.
I second it.
Okay.
I'm okay with
All in favor of Anthony being the vice chair? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations, Anthony. We have a couple of resolutions, and I think, Lisa, are you taking the lead on those?
Yes, when we have outgoing commission members, we create honoring resolutions. However, I neglected to specifically make sure they were going to be here today. But I will read it into the record, and then we'll need a motion to adopt. So first, for Dylan, a resolution of the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City acknowledging Dylan Bradway for his valuable service and dedication to the Urban Design Commission. Whereas Dylan Bradway has faithfully devoted his time and expertise to serve the citizens of Oklahoma City as the Urban Design Commission member from March 2016 to January 2019. And whereas Dylan Bradway has routinely contributed to the commission through his expertise as an artist and as a business owner in the district, and whereas Dylan Bradway has demonstrated uncommon dedication to the commission through his methodical attention to detail and earnest regard for the applicable standards and guidelines in the consideration of projects presented to the commission, and whereas Dylan Bradway's sincerity, collaborative spirit, and compassionate nature have served the community well in resolving conflicts and offering sound technical and creative advice to applicants, and whereas the fulfillment of Dylan Bradway's responsibilities on the commission was achieved with an earnest devotion to the well-being of the community and the overall betterment of the urban design districts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Urban Design Commission hereby respectfully commends Dylan Bradway for his outstanding years of service to the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City. Adopted by the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City on this 23rd day of January 2019.
Do we have a motion on this resolution, or do we simply vote?
Motion.
Okay, do we have a
I'll
motion?
move to approve the resolution.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great.
And there should be 2 copies of the resolution going around for signature if you haven't seen it already. So the next resolution is for Ben Sellers. A resolution of the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City acknowledging Ben Sellers for his valuable service and dedication to the Urban Design Commission. Whereas Ben Sellers has faithfully devoted his time and expertise to serve the citizens of Oklahoma City as an Urban Design Commission member from February 2015 to January 2019, and whereas Ben Sellers has routinely contributed to the Commission through his expertise in real estate and urban redevelopment, and whereas Ben Sellers has demonstrated uncommon dedication to the Commission through his methodical attention to detail and earnest regard for the applicable standards and guidelines in the consideration of projects presented to the Commission, and whereas Ben Sellers' sincerity, collaborative spirit, and compassionate nature have served the community well in resolving conflicts and offering sound, technical, and creative advice to applicants, and whereas the fulfillment of Ben Sellers' responsibilities on the Commission was achieved with an earnest devotion to the well-being of the community and the overall betterment of the urban design districts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Urban Design Commission hereby respectfully commends Ben Sellers for his outstanding years of service to the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City. Adopted by the Urban Design Commission of the City of Oklahoma City on this 23rd day of January 2019.
Thank you, Lisa. We've got several communications. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
I'll move to approve the resolution.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Who seconded?
Yeah, second.
Okay, great. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Thank you very much. Now communications. Lisa,
Just another busy month in urban design.
so Lisa, will you go over these, or do we?
No, just if you have a specific question,
Okay.
I'll answer it. Other than that.
Okay, any
There's
comments
no
from the
discussion.
planning department staff?
Can I ask a question about
Yes.
7 and 8 on here are cell towers. What's the process for approval of cell towers?
There is a for small wireless facilities, there's a state statute that governs how that is approved and what can be required. We are looking at an ordinance update to capture some design guidelines we want them to follow. Right now, they've been doing it as a courtesy. We, at the commissioner training, I'm going to present the intent of that ordinance update and some of the issues related to the small cell towers. But basically, we're checking to make sure they're not blocking pedestrian path.
I think the large towers, I think it's Planning Commission that they go to, or they did a couple of years ago.
What's considered large versus small?
I don't have the exact definitions, but the monopoles are the ones that are, are the large poles, and then the small cells, there's a specific definition of, what size those can be, and those can be, in the right-of-way by right, and so those are the things that we are looking at as far as just to be objective criteria, have objective criteria in order to do those. They probably will not come to the commission.
Right. They will always be administratively approvable. The small wireless facilities were made and allowed use everywhere in the state legislation. The large cell towers have a use unit in the Oklahoma City Code, and they have a whole section talking about where they can be and how close they can be to residential.
And they're required to get a special permit by the council.
Right, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But you will for sure see more of them. We've done, in the last 3 months, across all the design review districts, we've done dozens.
So sort of pace is picking up, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Is this 5G stuff?
I believe so.
Okay.
Any comments, additional comments from the planning department?
So we have new members, and if you're not a new member, you are reappointed. So hopefully this should be our committee composition for the foreseeable future. Comments? Hopefully everybody is planning to come Friday, if for nothing else, to hear our small wireless facilities presentation. But there'll be some good stuff, so we'll see you Friday.
Any comments from commission members? Okay, the next regular commission meeting is Wednesday, February 27th, 2019.
Okay. I do not believe we have any cases.
Okay.
So we'll probably be canceling that.
Okay. If we had any new applications, they were to be submitted to the staff by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Revisions and information on continued projects are to be submitted by January 29th, 2019. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.